Hey everyone, welcome back to Tech Minds, the podcast where we dig into the deeper currents behind the tech world we live and work in. I'm your host, Kevin, and this is episode 5. If you're just joining us, welcome. And if you've been following along, you know we don't do fluff here. We keep things raw, reflective, and real. In today's episode, we're talking about something that hits hard: layoffs. They've become an almost seasonal thing in tech. Waves of restructuring, downsizing, reorgs, whatever you want to call it. But behind every headline is a person, or thousands of them, suddenly left wondering, what now?
This podcast is fictional and entirely AI generated. All guests are anonymous and represent composite identities. Opinions expressed do not reflect any individual or organization and are intended for educational and reflective purposes only.
You build, you debug, you optimize, you deliver on Friday and deploy again on Sunday. And still, one morning, it's over. In the past 18 months, more than 300,000 tech workers have been laid off globally. From startups to giants like Meta, Google, and yes, Amazon. Today's episode isn't just about the spreadsheet logic of layoffs. It's about what comes after. The pause, the panic, the reinvention. And that's where we're going today. Not just the what happened, but what's next. We're calling this one Laid Off, Not Laid Low. I've got someone with me today who's lived this story and is still in the middle of writing the next chapter. Ted, welcome to Tech Minds. It means a lot to have you here.
Hey Kevin, thanks. Honestly, it's kind of surreal being on a podcast right now. A few months ago, I was drowning in daily stand-ups and build failures. And now I'm on the other side of a corporate layoff trying to figure things out.
Let's ground things a bit for the listeners. You were at a major tech company. You don't have to name it, but you were there for...
Yeah, just over 6 years. I started as a mid-level developer and worked my way up to senior. Built a lot of internal tooling, led a few product rollouts. You know, that whole core team kind of vibe. Thought I had decent stability.
And then?
Then one Tuesday morning, I got an invite. 15-minute meeting, mandatory. You know what that means, don't you? No camera on the other side, just a script. HR and my manager, both reading from it. Your role has been impacted. That's the wording they used. I still remember the feeling. Not sadness at first, just silence. Like your brain goes blank. I had my coffee still hot next to me. I think I sat there staring at the steam rising for like 20 minutes after the call ended.
Yeah, that feeling of time stopping. I've heard that a lot.
It's like your entire calendar, your habits, your identity even, just evaporates. Suddenly I wasn't Ted from engineering anymore. I was just Ted.
Which can be a strange freedom, but also kind of terrifying.
Exactly. For the first few days, I didn't even touch my laptop. Just walked. A lot. Cleared out the apps from my phone. Deleted Slack, Jira, even my work calendar. It felt like grief. Not just for the job, but for the version of me that lived in that job.
That's powerful, man. And I think a lot of folks listening will relate, even if they haven't been hit yet. Because truth is, in tech today, we're all one reorg away.
Yeah, 100%. And nobody really prepares you for it. We talk a lot about building systems, optimizing pipelines, but when it comes to personal resilience, we're kind of on our own.
So Ted, walk us through that moment. You get the news, not from a friend or Slack rumor. It's official. What did it feel like?
It's weird because I saw it coming, sort of. There were whispers for weeks, you know? Teams going quiet, budget freeze emails. But still, when you get that calendar invite, quick one-on-one with HR, Your stomach drops.
Yeah, those quick chats are never just chats.
Right? So I open the Zoom call, and I see HR and my manager. And the second I hear, "We're restructuring," my ears go numb. Like, I didn't hear anything else, just a buzzing. I think I even said something like, "Uh-huh, okay, thanks." Like I was thanking them. It was surreal.
That's the thing. They say the words, but it feels like you're watching yourself from outside, right?
Exactly. Then comes the aftershock. I sat on my kitchen floor for 2 hours, just staring at the wall. My Slack logged me out automatically. Laptop bricked, no access to anything. 1 minute you're part of something, and the next, it's like you never existed there.
That sudden erasure is brutal. People don't talk enough about that emotional disconnection when your identity is tied to the job.
Yeah, I mean, my badge, my email, even the little routines, morning stand-ups, inside jokes on Slack, code reviews, it's all gone in a blink. And then your brain starts spiraling. Am I good enough? What if I never find a team like that again? It messes with your head.
And yet, here you are, talking about it. That takes guts.
Thanks, man. I figured maybe if I talk about it, someone else out there won't feel so alone when it happens to them.
Okay, so you've had the moment. The shock, the grief, the what now? How did you move forward, Ted?
Well, the first few days were chaos. I tried to update my resume, and I couldn't even remember what I had actually accomplished. I was like, wait, did I ship that feature or did I just plan it?
That blur is real. Everything becomes foggy when you're suddenly outside the system.
Yeah, but what really helped me was this Google Doc I started. What I still know. Like a list of my skills, projects I loved, things people had said in performance reviews. Just reminders that I still had value.
That's genius. It's like a digital pep talk.
Totally. And I started reconnecting with people. Former teammates, folks I met at conferences, even that one recruiter who ghosted me in 2021. I just needed to talk, you know? Not even pitch myself, just connect.
That emotional regrounding sounds crucial.
It is. Then I began exploring. I mean, I always wanted to work on sustainability tech, but I kept postponing it. So I enrolled in this online course, like actual learning, not just scrolling hacker news. And suddenly, I wasn't rebuilding my old self. I was building a new one.
Wow, that's a shift. From recovery to reinvention.
Exactly. And here's the kicker, man. I'm doing contract work now for a startup I never would have noticed before. It pays less, but the joy, the autonomy, it's worth more than any promotion I was chasing before.
All right, Ted. If someone listening right now is going through what you went through, maybe they were just laid off last week, what would you tell them?
First off, it's okay to not be okay. Like, seriously. Don't let LinkedIn fool you into thinking everyone's thriving post-layoff in 24 hours. I was eating cereal out of the box in my pajamas for like 4 days.
That's the reality, not the polished post.
Exactly. And I'd say, don't rush to bounce back. Instead, ask yourself, what do I actually want to bounce towards?
Ooh, I love that.
Because this is a weird, rare chance to reassess, to be honest, and to experiment. Maybe you try freelancing. Maybe you finally build that app idea that's been sitting in your notes app since 2022.
Yes, that in-between time can actually be a creative portal if you let it.
Totally. And reach out. Even if it's awkward or scary, people want to help more than you think. I messaged someone I barely knew, and he ended up mentoring me through an entire portfolio rebuild.
Wow, that's powerful.
So yeah, cry if you need to, eat cereal, take the walk. But then, build forward. You're not broken. You're just between chapters.
Beautifully said, Ted. You're not broken. You're between chapters. That's going to stay with me.
Me too.
Ted, this was raw, inspiring, and real. Thank you for sharing not just your story, but your resilience.
Thanks, man. I hope someone out there hears it and feels just a little less alone.
And if that's you, if you're in the middle of a storm or just finding your feet again, remember, you're allowed to pause, but don't forget you're still building something. Even now. To everyone listening, if this episode resonated with you, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave us a comment below. Have you gone through something similar? We read every story, and we'd love to hear yours. And hey, if you know someone who's just been laid off or struggling with burnout in tech, send them this episode. It might be the push or comfort they need right now. Thanks again, Ted. And to all of you, see you next time on Tech Minds. Stay sharp.